everybody, and this is Wulfboi from Team DBAH playing Batman: A TellTale Series, Episode 1, Part 2. As you'll remember from the last part, Carmine Falcone had to make an appearance and kind of ruin Bruce's day. So, that being said, let's see where Brucey Boy vents his frustrations at this point. Does he distract himself with work? Does he do more of the playboy billionaire stereotype bullcrap? We'll just need to see.
It's me.
While he may have a bat cave that can do all that, I have a prospective man cave that, well, to be perfectly blunt, I wouldn't mind doing all that either. Episode 1. Nice. Looks like it's the official start. Realm of Shadows. Okay, that's pretty ominous.
Another brutal week in Gotham, folks. A string of home invasions rippled through the city's already crime-infested East End. Apparently, the bandits are using stolen GCPD battering rams.
That's not good. How do they get their hands on GCPD equipment like that? Oh well.
Remember to keep those front doors locked
Bloody
tight.
tickets. I can only assume that had something to do with his parents.
News tonight. 5 criminals are in custody this evening after a break-in at City Hall. The notorious Batman was on the scene, but failed to secure the stolen items.
Not all of them.
Failed to secure the stolen items. What do you think the stuff nailed to the wall was? At least that's what I assumed. Whatever.
Talk about dirty politics. Does Hill's campaign really think these accusations hold any water with the voters?
Okay, so let's go and see what the movie tickets actually say. Hear what Bruce thinks about the whole dead parents thing.
Promising young politicians.
Oh, he's sad. See, folks, he doesn't want to talk about it. Take note, directors, we don't need another origin story. Okay, so, let's see, I'm gonna pause at certain parts here so that way you guys can just pause and read along. That way you don't miss out on any content. But from the looks of it...
And one mobster's murder caused quite a headache for commuters this morning. The body of
okay, so I guess that's foreshadowing things to come. Alright, well that's good to know. And the Codex entries, a famous staple in all TellTale projects. Same thing with the news, folks, just pause the screen if you want to read it. I'm just gonna flash it up on screen so that way you can give a little glance and whatnot, and I don't take up too much of your time, but you don't miss out on anything at the same time.
Gotham police are investigating multiple cases of riders receiving abdominal wounds from an ice pick or
Carmine
other pointed
Falcone.
weapon, while
Nothing about that guy
pressed
that I
into
like.
quarters with fellow passengers. A few have died, while most
Okay,
have been
even
admitted
some
to
notes
Gotham
on
General
settings to
in
come.
critical condition. The police don't have any
Aha!
suspects
I knew
at
it!
the time.
Wayne Enterprises. My assumption was clear.
2 more patients have gone missing from
Okay.
Arkham Asylum,
What else do we
bringing the
got?
total number of escapees from the half-prison, half-mental hospital to 15 this year. Only 3 have been caught to date, but all the escapees highlight the rough, some would say inhumane conditions at the
Okay,
aging asylum.
so that just plays out the news being done. And Jack Ryder, if I remember right, he actually plays
Nearly fell off a
another
building
DC
for
hero,
this.
but whatever.
Authorities are asking that you do not approach and call police
Actually,
immediately.
before I put the hard drive anywhere, let's
Mayor
take a
Hill's
look at what else we got
Gotham
over
plan
here.
takes effect today, making
Because TellTale usually...
landlords to evict
The newest edition.
Ooh, nice.
Can
What is
program
that?
it to reveal trace elements in a confined space.
So is that supposed to be like the hardware version of what the
And deliver a
Bat
jolt
Vision
or knock out
detective mode
electricity in
from
the
previous
area.
Asylum
I
games
suppose
was?
that Catwoman would have preferred the latter.
So if you come home from work tonight and find all your stuff on the
Well, the test run at the mayor's office was a success.
Well, that's good to know.
you did wrong.
Although, considering the environment, that wasn't
Let's
a
see
good
if I
test
can
to do.
refine the edge. Could be sharper.
More on this after the break.
Mayor Hill says he's tough on crime.
Spare grapple. Can't believe I let her take that.
But hey, at least you were prepared, dude. No matter what, it's always good to be prepared. But like I was saying, TellTale has a tendency to reward exploration so that way you get a better focus on what the story is based on the setting and environment and all the information that you can pull from these things instead of just blindly going in and making all these choices uneducated. Okay, looks like Bruce and I have a shared like of good motor running. That's good. Honestly, I do like the idea of having a easy-to-access garage where your man cave is. Huh, if I ever get a chance to build my own home, that might be part of the design. Oh, I missed the Harvey Dent commercial. Oh, well.
I'm Harvey Dent, and I approve this message.
You know, as cool as that looks, that can't be great if you want to wheel around and take a look at other parts of the panel here.
So important.
Will it be perceived as a desperate attempt?
Kind of makes me wonder how many video cards he's got installed on this thing.
Wayne Manor has 7 bedrooms, 2 kitchens, a library, a gymnasium, a basketball court, and a movie theater. And yet I always find you here, in a dark, damp cave.
Honestly, I'd probably
In front
be
of
the
the
same
computer.
way.
I'm more at home here than the rest of the house, you know that.
Then we should build an 8th bedroom down here.
That sounds good.
Sure, I can see the headlines now. Bruce Wayne, billionaire, entrepreneur, cave dweller.
Still not the weirdest
Quite an
thing reported on
eclectic
billionaire
resume.
behavior.
Did you find out what that, Catwoman tried to steal?
Well, in the process,
What are we looking at?
let me try a different angle.
I don't know how that translates to computer programming, but whatever. Oh, okay. HoloLens without the actual headset. Microsoft, take notes.
This is a map of the east side shoreline. But it could mean any number of things. Money, weapons, drugs, everything flows through that port.
Maybe it's where Mayor Hill picks up his dry cleaning.
Always the optimist, hey Al?
Can't make sense of it yet. There's still plenty of files to decrypt.
And in the meantime, I saved you what I could.
Thanks, Al.
Yeah, the same couldn't be said for the bar. I had to literally pry Mrs. Zeller back away. But you'll be pleased to hear
Yikes.
everyone has left, including Mr. Falcone. Before the game switched from billiards to cutthroat.
I would have gotten that handled. I mean, Bruce
I'd recommend
Wayne's been
leaving
trained
the
by how many
fistfights
masters
to
at
your
this point?
alter ego.
But
Bloodstains
whatever.
are much harder to
I'll give him
remove
credit
from
for
a
what he
tuxedo.
helped me out with.
Yeah. Thanks for the interruption.
And it wasn't for you, Bruce. I was worried I might drink all my good scotch.
Fair
For the
enough
record,
reason.
your father despised men like Falcone, thought they ruined Gotham's stellar reputation.
Back when it still had one?
It can again, Bruce. Though people like this Catwoman aren't helping. Is she new to town?
Never seen her before. Hopefully, she's just a tourist. No, I already checked the codex.
Not much to find, apparently.
Oh,
Few
see? It was a good
burglaries,
reason to
break-ins.
actually investigate the
Seems to
codex
lay pretty
beforehand.
low.
You could learn a thing or two.
Saves
from
me
her.
a tutorial prompt.
You can't step outside without it ending up in the news lately. As Bruce or Batman.
Well, Batman shouldn't be hiding per se.
That's not the point. I want criminals to know I'm out there. Batman isn't hiding from anybody.
I was talking about Bruce. I don't mean to beat a dead argument, but
No one's gonna figure it out now. Trust me.
Miss Vale noticed your injuries, so did Mr. Dent. If they put it together with the incident at the mayor's office, it would undo all the long nights and close calls we've endured
Not
together.
really, because if you think about it,
You're in the spotlight
a
more than
shaving
ever.
thing does explain
You
it
have
pretty
to
well.
Be careful.
But, yeah.
You're right. I should have canceled the event.
I know how much pressure you're under. I don't mean to add to it.
It's always a good thing
It's
to
okay.
diffuse these kind of things
know
before
you're
it
only
turns
a
into a full-blown
If we
argument,
make
especially
suit
for a
that
good
fits me,
character
we can
like
trade
Alfred.
places some night, though I'm not partial to heights. Old men worry, that's all. It's our gift and our curse. One more
Family is
worry
family,
for the
as he
list.
says. Okay. Harvey's giving me some problems now? More so than the Falcone incident?
I thought I saw Oz. It's been, what, 20 years? Last time I saw him, we were in grade school.
Indeed, you two were thick as thieves. Oswald, however, took that role more literally than
Oswald.
Dishonorable discharge, illegal boxing matches, arms dealing, prison stints?
That's a criminal grand slam. If I'm
Oh,
using the expression
Oswald Cobblepot.
correctly.
So,
Fortunately,
Penguin?
you are.
Oswald claimed he only wanted to catch up, but his behavior following his family's collapse is troubling.
No joke.
Why he's returning now, I haven't the faintest idea.
Can't be a coincidence, I don't think.
Do you think he might know something about the break-in? This Catwoman shows up around the same time Oswald comes back to town. Might not be a coincidence.
Especially with that kind of
crimes,
rap sheet,
numerous
but
they may be, are on a much
it's never a good thing to assume until you have all the facts.
He was always trouble growing up, but it's the fun kind of trouble.
You both were. Even though you and young Master Cobblepot used to be close, I'd advise you to be cautious. But I know you can't abandon a good mystery until it's solved.
That's a good
I'll be
detective would.
careful, Alfred.
When you see what's become of his park, I think you will.
Okay, so we're going to be meeting up with childhood friend Oswald Cobblepot. Okay. To be perfectly honest, I never remembered any type of story where Bruce and Oswald were actually friends, but like I said, TellTale has taken their own spin on the whole thing, and this is already intriguing me enough to want to go full in. Cobblepot Park. Alright.
Where are you, Oz?
Well, he's obviously inside, I would assume. Oh, recent newspaper. Okay. That's a little early for that to be out. Doesn't this take place on the same night? Oh, okay. Maybe that's TellTale's way of saying that the news is going to be influenced by what I choose to do, or show what the ramifications will be. Or maybe it's just a foreshadowing thing. I don't know. Ah, poor guy's coughing. Gift change, right?
Thank you, sir.
Okay. No lie, that could either have been silver dollars or gold coins. Either way. Why he would have that on hand, I don't know. But hopefully it makes a difference for this poor guy. Get some cough medicine to get him through. Still don't know why I would have the option of warming up by a burning barrel. If it was really cold, I would think that Bruce Wayne would have been clothed for a situation. Oh,
Great.
okay, so we get to see text messages. That's good.
Statue, but no Oz.
Man, this place must have looked pretty nice in its heyday. Let's see what's on over here. Who knows, maybe the graffiti might tell who exactly controls this area. Nope. Just some really, really piss poor design work from some thug. Wannabe, anyway.
Well, that isn't what it used to be.
Let's see. Did that say Zaz? Don't know. I'm not gonna bother talking to this guy.
Watch wallet cash.
Yep, it was
This
that guy.
goes through you.
Maybe I should have talked to him. No,
You heard
no,
it,
something
man.
tells me that wouldn't have worked out either
The hell are
way.
you waiting for?
You're just making a mistake, dude.
Huh?
You're making a mistake.
You already made one coming here. The next one kills you. End him.
He said next one kills me.
Gentlemen!
Oz?
Keep walking, all right? This don't concern you, twerp.
You see,
Is he gonna pull out
that's
a gun
where
at
you're
some point?
mistaken. My old mate and I have some catching up to do. And you're ruining the moment!
Nope, he's showing that he can handle himself. Okay. Alright, Oz, I like you for that.
Stay down!
Okay. There we go. Thank you for the assist, good buddy.
This used to be a nice place. Lowlifes like you don't belong.
Dude, you should have stayed down. Oof.
This is my park! Mine! You hear that? Oh, hey Bruce. You've got a little,
You're worried
Yeah,
about me?
good as
What
new.
about you? You're smeared in the stuff.
Woo! That was the right little scrap, eh? Nothing kickstarts the system like a dash of adrenaline,
Well,
eh?
I'll be thankful,
Besides,
because at the
someone
very least
needed
he
to
helped
deal
me
with
out
the
in that
rubber
situation.
here.
Well, thanks for the backup.
I yanked you away from your bloody ivory tower, Bruce. Least I can do is make sure you don't get shanked.
Oh, that's very thoughtful of you.
Well, that's one way of looking at it.
What? 2 decades?
And you know what? I haven't been mugged once that entire time.
That wasn't why I brought you here, mate. Right now, I am trying to recognize the little Bruce I used to run around this place with. Back when it wasn't, you know, like this. This park used to mean something. A place that was safe for kids, for families. People came from all over to visit. Oh, Mum and Dad, they put so much work in here. Glad they never saw it like this.
Those were better days.
That they were. Yeah. Thought we'd grow up to be kings, I did. Both of us.
Time changes
This
everything,
city
unfortunately.
chews right through people. Mum committed to Arkham.
Ooh.
Dad ended it himself, he did.
Huh.
My family's fortune. There's nothing left, Bruce.
I know. Alfred told me.
Kind of makes me wonder how
It's
did
funny,
it all go
huh?
down the way it
Same
did.
place that ground my family to dust. Gave you the good life. Used to run in the same circles we did. Hobnobbing parties.
I don't
round the
think that's
world
a fair
vacations, unlimited
comparison.
potential.
So,
My parents are gone too, Oz.
I know, Bruce, I know. I'm sorry for it. But I have my own funerals to attend. Good to know you haven't changed, Bruce. You still care about something more than just yourself. Although, I was surprised to see Carmine
okay,
Falcone
that
at your
was
party
not my
last
doing,
night.
first off.
Made himself right at home. That oily... Ugh. Wish I could have punched that grin into the back of his throat.
You and me both
Falcone
agree
was
on
an
that much.
uninvited guest. That's it. I never want to see his face again.
On that, we can agree in earnest. Falcone made a stack of cash and corpses a mile high, ruining families like mine. All he needs is a little push. And... it'd be a treat to watch him hit pavement.
Well, that's a little grim, but yeah, I could see why.
Sorry, mate. This reunion got a lot more grim than I planned. Things are gonna be on the upswing soon, though. A revolution is knocking on Gotham's door. And I'm here to let it in.
So you're asking me to help, or...
Which brings me to you, Bruce. You see, you throw a rock in any direction, you break a window that Wayne Enterprises owns.
I don't
As
like
the
where this
rich and
conversation's
powerful
going.
go,
Usually
you
that
talk
means
Gotham
French
this.
Revolution-esque kind of consequences for one person's
When
actions.
revolution starts, we're gonna smash windows and cross off names all the way down. Like I said, it's not gonna be pretty. It's gonna be beautiful.
Is that a threat, dude?
And I can't wait to get started.
Are you threatening me, Oz?
Take it as you like. I've got great affection for you, Bruce. I really do. Which is why I'm warning you.
Uh-huh.
When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side.
I don't like that level of foreshadowing, Oz.
Good seeing you, Bruce, but I got some rocks to collect. Cheers.
Okay, that was heavy. And wow. I don't know what to expect going into this, but certainly wasn't that. I guess the next part's starting up in a little bit, and I guess this is a good place to stop as any.
Oh, alright, we're back.
Thanks, Al.
Yeah, the same couldn't be said for the bar. I had to literally pry Mrs. Zeller back away. But you'll be pleased to hear everyone has left, including Mr. Falcone. I would have been tempted to be far less polite. I'd recommend leaving the fistfights to your alter ego. Bloodstains are much harder to remove from a tuxedo.
I had everything under control.
It's true. I've seen you take down worse thugs. But I'd already sewn you up once tonight, and I had no interest in a repeat
I should have thanked
performance.
him. That was rude of me.
For the record, your father despised men like Falcone, thought they ruined Gotham's stellar reputation.
Back when it still had one?
It can again, Bruce.
Oh, hey, Bruce. You've got a little,
Aww.
There. Good as new.
I ship
Woo!
it.
That was a right little scrap, eh? Oh, Mum and Dad, they put so much work in here. Glad they never saw it like this.
It's a shame what happened. It was beautiful once.
And now, it's a hellhole. Last thing my parents ever built. This city chews right through people. But when my revolution starts, we're gonna smash windows and cross off names all the way down. Like I said, it's not gonna be pretty. It's gonna be beautiful. And I can't wait to get started.
I'm not your enemy, Oz.
That remains to be seen, don't it?
Alright, well, this turned.
I've got great affection for you, Bruce. I really do. Which is why I'm warning you. When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side.
Thank you for tuning in to the dynamic duo of George and Jake as they show you there's more than one way to skin a bat in Batman, a TellTale Series. Remember, right here at youtube.com/Team DBAH, you can find a new video 7 days a week from a multitude of very talented individuals. Over at teamdbah.com, we have a weekly podcast that comes out every Thursday with a rotating cast of awesome people that's available on Stitcher, SoundCloud, iTunes, and Player FM. We also have a poll list every Wednesday where Jake and Charlie Danger 82 tell you what comic books you should be reading for the week, and we have a monthly Loot Crate review from Jamie. So thanks a lot, folks. We'll see you next time, and until then, please remember, don't be a hero. Good night.